Yo, legends, it's your boy Franklin the Tanklin here, and today we're trading tanks for tractors. That's right, welcome to Lawn Mower Simulator. Can we turn a rusty push mower into a lawn care empire? Or will I bankrupt my business, crashing into fences and mowing through flower beds? Well, let's fire this baby up and find out. Let's mow, baby. Alright, so we're gonna get into this, create a new slot. We'll play with the tutorials, because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Let's see, let's get started in career mode. In this mode, you create your own lawnmower company, shocking, and build up its reputation. As you expand your company, you can hire employees, oh thank god, purchase more mowers, and unlock new contracts. But first, your company needs a name, and a logo, and a uniform. Okay, that's a lot of decisions right off the bat. Alright, this company needs a name. Let's go with Tanklin Industries. Alright, our company logo, what do we want it to be? We got a tractor, we have pretty generic logo, we have leaves, we have more leaves, we have a tractor, we have grass, we have blades, we have a house, tree, BP one. Let's see. Let's see. Can we change the logo at all, or is it just kind of, this is what it is? Well, this is just kind of what it's going to be, so I guess we don't have too much of a choice. We'll just go with the tractor. Easy enough for me. And edit the player. Alright, player name. We got Franklin the Tank. We got Franklin, that's our name. Alright, let's see, I'm pretty pasty, so let's see if we can find the whitest guy here. Good enough. Change our hat. We'll have a darker red hat. Logo placement, front and back, uniform colors. And red. What do we want to go red for the primary? Let's take a look. And oh no, that's too bright. Nope, no, that's way too bright. There we go. Yeah, let's go red and black. Hat color we will change to red. And yeah, good enough for me. Alright, and let's get Tanklin Industries up on the road. So we're starting off at $3,000 Monday, March 1st, 2021. Ooh, test drive. Now that you have a company of your own, you will first need a vehicle to get to cutting. Select the vehicle from the list below and take it for a test drive. Ooh, controller type. This vehicle is equipped with a controller type deck, which means you can cut with it. The grass clippings are sucked into the vehicle's hopper. No piles of grass will be left behind unless you overload the engine. Ooh, I like that. Collector type, side discharge, so this will just be shooting out the side. So then we'd have to pick up the grass afterwards, so we'd have to avoiding dropping paths on the flower bed. And then this one here is the mulcher cut deck. This vehicle is equipped with a mulcher type deck. That means as you cut with it, the grass clippings are cut so small no visible blades are left. No piles of grass clippings will be left unless you overload the engine, which will mean the deck doesn't have the power to cut the grass. Okay, so this one... So 84, so this one shoots into the back. This one, it just makes the grass so small and fine that it doesn't... Alright, let's take a test drive. Let's take this one for a test drive. Thank god we don't have to use a push mower. Alright, WASD. Ooh. Let's see, what do we got here? Alright, so once you're on the vehicle, you'll need to get it started and onto the grass. Each vehicle is slightly different to get going. Follow the steps to get it started at the bottom of the screen. Alright, so as you can see, we're going to hold Z. I and T. W is forward. Shocking. Alright, once onto grass, you now need to get your deck ready by first setting the grass cut height, then engaging the cutting blades. You should only ever turn the blades on when on grass, otherwise you'll damage them and affect their ability to cut. You know, fair enough, fair enough. Alright, so E, set your cut rate. Though when on contracts you'll be required to cut the grass to a certain height, each contract will have its own height the grass needs to be cut. Set your cut height within the range of 5 to 6 centimeters and cut 20% of the grass. While cutting, you can track your progress in the top right. The progress bar shows how much required amount you have to cut. Grass can cut at the correct length fills the bar white. If it's too short, it'll be red. Fun. Let's see. E goes higher. Nope. Turn that off. Alright, and off we go. I think we're cut. Oh. There we go. It helps if you actually turn the blades on. Just a heads up there. Alright, and away we go, trying not to... I don't know, do we want to cut that, or are we going to get in trouble for cutting that? Really? Who knows? Not me, that's for sure. Right, there we go. We are in the right length, so we are good. Perfect, let's go. Ooh, good turning on this one. Beauty right there. Look at that. Absolute beauty. Alright, so since this is just the tutorial, I wonder what our first job is going to be like. Mode. Ooh. By holding Pro View. By holding control while stationary, you can engage Pro View, which highlights areas of the grass that have not been cut to the required height. Oh. Oh, wow, that's a lot. I mean, obviously, we have done maybe the perimeter. Okay, so yeah, we're not supposed to cut these things here. There's probably a more efficient way of doing all this, but hey, not bad for our first go-around. We've gotten just about 6%. There it is, 6%. We gotta get 20% for this one. So we probably don't even need to be going as hard as we are, but we are nothing if not thorough here at Tankland Industries. Do our best not to spit too much onto the car, but you know, these things happen. Ooh. Make sure you're actually cutting the grass, Frank. Always a good plan. Always a good idea to be actually cutting the grass. Alright, and there we go. We have made our first pass, which means now we get to do it again. But now slightly different. Just on the inside. Absolute beauty right there. Perfect. Alright, coming around the corner. We're almost at 10%. Nice little machine, too. And I'm happy we don't have to, like, empty a bag or anything, because that would suck. Okay, so when you're overloading it, slow down or adjust the cut height. But we're already higher than, we're already at the upper limit of our cut height, so we're going to keep that there. We might just have to step off the gas every now and then. But so far, solid effort here. I'm already liking this more than doing it in real life. See, I want to do it at home. I got a push mower, but it's not too bad. I got a nice little electric one. And it's self-running too, so that makes it a little bit easier so I don't have to push it too hard. There we go. Keep going. Nice around this corner. Nice and easy. Absolute beauty right there. Oh. We don't need to cut that much over the other grass we've already cut there, Frank. Just absolutely flooring it here. There we go, and that's 2 laps. And we're at 13, we're almost there. Yeah, depending on how much this one is, I might try and take this one out. This is a nice mower. Good turning. Good cut, don't need to worry about a bag. Gosh, just on that one spot that we keep getting caught. Now I know what you think, Franklin, why didn't you cut that grass? Oh, just try to keep it nice straight lines at this point. You know, we've gone around it a couple times. Now that we're getting a little bit deeper in, we're not going to have to go around. We're just going to keep that straight, so instead of having to stop and go around each time, I might as well just get ready for that nice little straight line. There we go. Nice turn, absolute beauty. There we go. See, we're crushing it, but we're more like cutting it, am I right? That's right, come for the grass, cutting, stay for the jokes. Alright, we're almost at 19.5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. There we go. We expected to cut all the grass. You know, fair enough. And now I'm assuming I can probably just drive it straight on and not have to worry about too much. There we go. There we go. We got it. Oh, then it costs stuff. Oh, shocking. Alright, and we're leaving location. Absolute beauty right there. After completing a test drive, you can now purchase the vehicle, or if you could test drive another vehicle. No, let's, that was only 350 bucks? Hell yeah. Let's go. That was a beauty right there. Oh, we got our weed whacker too. Purchase string trimmer, so while mowing, well, the mower is great for open areas. String trimmers are perfect for lawn edges and cutting around obstacles. Contracts require you have a mower and a string trimmer to complete them, so you need to purchase a string trimmer now. You know, fair enough, fair enough. Let's see, so this one's battery powered, this one's petrol powered. Let's see, we'll try with the battery powered one just to see how it goes. What, I'm not allowed to get these ones? Not yet? Fair enough. It is my first day. I only have 51 bucks left. Oh, that one cost me so much. That's why. Makes sense. All right, select the contract. This is the contract map where you can see all available contracts and select start. Now your company is set up. Use the select button to select, well, to open up the map, and perfect. I guess this is the one we're going for. Assign employee contracts. Need an employee assigned to them to be attempted. At the minute, only employee you have is, well, me. But that will change as the company grows. Hell yeah. Highlight yourself, then confirm. Wait, that's how that works? Alright, so our vehicle. Bring it in this guy. And There we go. The recommended deck width. Oh, I don't remember. 13 to 20 centimeters. Cutting. Oh, we're cutting it down to 5 or 6. Okay, ground. Check time limit. Recommended cut time is 26 minutes. Okay. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Alright, let's take this front garden for the Old Nook Cottage. The front garden of the Old Nook Cottage requires a general cut. The lawn is surrounded by a flower bed, so take care not to damage them. No promises, but here we are. Do not leave grass clippings in the bed. Big one, don't do that. Summary, it's a small area, flower beds, and it is flat. Alright, let's do this, shall we? We have 4 minutes to check the ground, and then 26 minutes to cut. I guess this is it. We're gonna earn 250 pounds from this one. Your pounds? Pounds. Alright, so this is what we're looking at here. Ground check. At the start of each contract, you have a small period of time to find and remove objects in the grass that could either be damaged or damage your vehicle. You can choose to skip the ground check and have objects automatically removed. Ooh. By interacting with them, your mower or your equipment. This means you don't earn money or RP. We want to earn some money, so let's go. Okay, so we want to keep this car right here. That's what we want. But I think this is going to be our first item here. Pick up this object. It's one. It's one of those ball throwers, right? I think so. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Oh, we got a frisbee. So that's 3. We have 5 to go. Okay, so probably start off with the weed whacker, just around the edges, just to be safe. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, dog poop. Ugh. Probably not best not to run into that with a mower. And there we go. There is the grass. All right, so now we have a bit of time here. So yeah, we're gonna hit this with the weed whacker. Hit around the edges. We'll hit around the edges with the weed whacker just so that we can stay a little farther away from the bed. And then, is there anything else? So go around here. We might do it the same way we did with the other one there. We start around the outside. And then work our way in. I don't need to worry about any of this stuff because there's no grass back here. So that is not mine, but there we go. We got a nice little Porsche there, and then another fancy car. But I'm terrible at naming cars, so... Oh, we want to grab our trimmer first. With ground check complete, it's time to start cutting some grass, so let's go. Alright, you can use either this trimmer or your vehicle whenever you want. Trimmers are best for cutting edges and in tight areas, while your vehicle is best for large open areas of grass. Shocking. Alright, for cutting, hold the button. Oh, there it is. It still said to start. Nope, there it is. Oh, perfect. We hit around this stuff here. Oh, try not to cut the flowers, Frank. Like how I said try, and I still do it anyway. That's just how we roll. And there we go, again, this nice little area right here, right in front of the Oop, there we go. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Don't worry about this. I am a very professional. Nice little white noise in the background there for you while you're watching, so it can't be too bad. I don't even know if we're cutting it down far enough, really, at this point. Is it just me wasting time? Because this should be done in 26 minutes, they're saying, and with me doing all of this, this is just taking extra time. So should I start? I should be starting off with the big mower and just doing this, and then cutting back and hit. Whoop! Don't hit the flowers. But here we are. We're in for a penny in this point, right? Okay, and this is basically what we needed it for anyway. This area right here. Just clear in this. Perfect. Of course they'd dock me if I didn't hit all that, right? So obviously it's not 100% of the grass if it's not cut. No, and we are back to another one of these nice little archways, which is good. Big money for what we need the weed whacker here for. Perfect. Think that should be it. Oh, no. Of course we missed a bunch. It wouldn't be our first cut if we didn't miss everything. You know what? I'm going to say it's good enough. Alright, we'll see what we can do with the big one here, and we might have to come back around with the weed whacker at some point, but I don't think we want to waste too much time with the weed whacker, because it's already been 3 minutes. Oof. Perfect. Come on, and that is the edge there, and then we can just ride over that with the tree. I say that I was going to just go to the lawnmower, and yet here I am. That's just how I roll. Don't want to get any grass clippings in there, though, so the nice thing is with the mower that we picked, because it cuts the grass so fine, it doesn't actually spit out any grass clips, so that'll be good for us. Perfect. So then we don't have to worry about, you know, grass going into the flower bed. And as long as we don't cut down too many of the flowers, we should... Good, that survived. Come on, let's go. Perfect. All right, that should be everything. Oh, no, there's one more over here. All right, last flower bed. Last flower bed. All right, that's everything. And off we go. Back to the truck. Nice the trimmer. I don't know if we actually need to, but we're here. It's 34 cents. I'm not gonna be that much of a cheapskate. T, and off we go. Contractor performance during cutting will affect how much money and reputation points you earn from the contract. You'll need to find the balance between speed and careful driving, avoid damaging the flowers or lawn while cutting to earn a time bonus. We're already 6 minutes in. We have 20 minutes to cut this grass. So, we'll cut it at, I think that's what the contract was. How do I find out? Contract height between 5 to 6 centimeters. So if we cut it down to 6 centimeters, we are golden. Oh, completion target is 99%. We don't have to do it a complete 100. That right there. That's beautiful. There we go. And engage the blades. And off we go. As long as, again, I don't drive into the flower beds, we should be okay. We will, yeah, we'll crush this. It'll be great. Absolute beauty VR, driving right through that. Oh, whoop. All right, let's go. Lovely home they have here, though. You know, Nice apple trees, beautiful flowers, gorgeous lawn. You know, it's a little unkept, but hey, that's how I make money, so I'm not going to complain too much. Oh, we missed that little strip there. We'll come back for that, but on the bright side, again, whoop. Oh, missed that. We'll have to come back to deal with that, but we're already at 13% complete already? Hell yeah, brothers, let's go. This is beautiful. Nice and easy cut. I say that as I run into all of the flowers and just ruin their entire yard. Here we go. Nice cut there. Oh, come on, don't crash, Frank. You can do it. You can do it. Good job, bud. Here we go. One round. Done. On to the next one. Let's go. Let's go. On the bright side, we are making I think we're doing really good time here. I know it's exhilarating. But yeah, we're doing good time. We're at 20% with 8 minutes 8 minutes spent on this cut. So we'll have to do a couple of passes around, maybe again with the lawn mower with the weed whacker. But right now, just absolutely living the dream. Slowly cutting grass, taking care of this nice older couple's yard. I mean, I'm surprised there weren't any like lawn gnomes, to be completely honest with you. And you know, honest, if they have a dog and there's only one pile of crap in the yard, they're doing pretty good there. Well, they left 2 throwers, a frisbee, yeah, dog poop, and then some rocks. That was pretty easy. Pretty easy to clear up. I'm sure they'll get more and more challenging as we go. But I am looking forward already to having other people do this job. But there we go. 2 passes down, 32% done. We are speed. Yeah, we gotta watch our speed if we get caught bogged down. It does start to throw out grass, and that's not great, especially around the flower beds, because they don't want grass in their flower beds, right? So we'll have to watch that. Oh, you can't even see that because that's where my face is. So right behind where my beautiful face is the little miles per hour that we are. Which is weird that they're putting it in miles per hour, especially because if this is taking place in the UK, why wouldn't it be in kilometers? But that's not my business. We're just here to cut grass. We don't get paid enough to figure out the metric in the imperial system here, I tell you that much. So you know what we'll do? We'll just we'll cut this. It's around here. And then just do a little cuts. Little circle right here. So we don't have to dip down and do this all over and over again. Whee! And who doesn't love just getting absolutely dizzy? Ground damage? Oh no. Alright, so that's why they didn't want me to do that. Alright, noted. Oh yeah, I can see the damage right there. Alright, so we did have the thing. We did have it better before. Oh yeah, you can see we're just spinning out the wheels. Guess I got a little too excited there. Going in my little circles. Wonder how much this is gonna cost me. I'm only getting paid like 300 bucks for this. Actually, 300 bucks for like a half hour's worth of work. Honestly, not terrible. Alright, so that's not too bad. Alright, and away we go. Let's try not to ruin any more of the ground, because that would be not great if we had to keep paying more and more in terms, right? Of fines. I don't want to deal with that. Okay, perfect. So it looks like we're coming up to this flower bed here. Gotta keep this nice and slow, not to hit any of the flowers. Perfect. I mean, yeah, I know we missed a spot there, but we'll come back to that. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Coming up to the halfway mark. We're cutting grass. We're already at 50% of the yard though, which is really nice. Overall, it's looking better. It looks like we're doing a good job. Okay, we're coming up to this spot here where the ground might get a little bit tougher. We should hit this spot that we missed here. There we go, coming here. Absolute beauty right there, eh, bud? Let's go. Alright, we'll see if we can get around this stuff here, just, so we don't have to keep going around all this that often. So far, so good. Okay, don't hit the flowers, don't hit the flowers. We can cut this a little bit wider and then in. Perfect. And we'll just hit this around this side here, see if there's anything that we missed, which right here is what we did. No. Control. Ooh, yeah, we missed a large spot of the outside here with the weed whacker. So we'll have to hit that again. Absolute beauty though. Let's go, let's go, let's go. In that last little stretch here, we'll have to make one more trip around. One more trip around this way. Yeah, you can definitely see where we've started cutting into the grass a little bit with our tires. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but you know, good enough. We have 10 minutes left and 25% of the yard to hit. Alright, so you're gonna have to definitely have to come back to hit that. That's just a big old chunk missing. I think once we hit like the big parts of it, once we're just coming back to hit the little things, it should be a bit better for us. So yeah, we have to be a little bit more careful on some of these turns. And I'll try and just keep this in nice little circles here. There we go, a little farther of extension. Cut the grass there. A little bit more of the grass. Come on, big money, big money. Perfect, alright. Oh, that's a strip right there that I missed. Oh, and I did not cut that enough. Quickly hit that there. Grab this one. Beautiful. Absolutely. Just cutting it. Alright, we'll just go back and forth on this one here. Okay, perfect. Well, not perfect, but you know, good enough. Perfect. Not that perfect, but good enough. Good enough for the turn. We're at 88% with 8 minutes left. 7 minutes left. We have 10% of the yard to go. I think we'll get there in no time. What do you guys think? Let me know. Do I got this? Absolutely, we got this. We're a professional. We're a professional. Look, this may be my first yard, but that doesn't mean I'm not a professional. At least we got that patch cut. I think we've been pretty good for keeping grass out of the flower beds so far, so I think we're doing good there. Let's see if we can get this little patch right there. Perfect. Oh, dang it, I did it again. Hopefully they don't ding me. Hopefully it doesn't get dinged too much. For me just like ripping right into the ground. Ooh, yeah, you can see those are deep cuts. That's rough. Okay, 96%, 97, 97%. I don't know if there's any more grass here to cut. don't think so. All right, so we got 6 minutes here. Probably could have done a little bit of the back and forth. 798. We're almost there, but we'll just swing around this tree here because I find if we swing around the tree, we're not going to get caught with the ground penalties, as if we just tried to cut the corner right there. As you can see, did not work for us. 8. Oh, come on. Come on. Fine. And there we go. With cutting complete, you now need to store your vehicle and equipment and interact with the pickup to leave the location. If you leave any grass clippings on the path of the flower beds, you can pick them up before leaving to avoid cleanup fees. I think we should be okay. And there we go, we can raise that up. Yeah, because this one doesn't leave any of the grass clippings, which is I think why we spent so much money on it. Right, so it didn't leave any grass clippings, so we don't have to worry about having to pick anything up because it leaves everything so fine. But there we go, that is going to be the first job. Alright. Goodbye, location. 21 minutes, 9 seconds. Crushed it. Let's see how we did. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely flawless. Whew. Beauty right there. Oh yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Definitely done by a professional. No doubt in my mind. They knew what they were doing. Hire Tanklin Industries for your lawn cutting needs. Alright, so the value was $275 plus RP points 50, so we got our ground check time bonus of an extra £6.16. Ground checked earnings because we found everything. We got 20 pounds. Cutting time bonus 8.72. There were no valuables recovered. Penalties and fines. Yeah, that's not surprising. £2.07. All right, vehicle maintenance 34 pence. I think that's right. I don't know. I'm just gonna say the cents because I don't know what that is. Ground damage is $1.06. Flowers destroyed. Ah, man, I thought I was doing so good. Hey, man. Okay, so total we made $307.47. Not bad for our first job. Pretty simple, right? Right, vehicle garage. This is where you can fix damages on the vehicle, view statistics, purchases, attachments, parts exchange, purchase new ones. First though, let's select your current vehicle so that you can maintain it. You know, fair enough. We didn't damage anything on the vehicle, so that's really nice. We got lucky there. The screen shows you all the information. You need to keep track of your vehicle's performance and status. Let's maintain your vehicle and get it ready for the next contract by selecting maintenance button. Shocking. Right, maintenance. You don't need to repair anything, but it is important that you keep your vehicles well maintained and fixed. Shocking. You can see the status of each vehicle going, yeah. So repair. 4 cents. A full repair. There you go. 4 cents. Engine repair. Blades. Do we need to replace the blades? For 22 cents? Might as well. It's 22 cents. To fill it, we're looking at $1.99. Oh man, if only to fill anything would be $1.99. Vehicle values $2,000. All right, this one recharge. Perfect, already done. Perfect. Look at that, we did it. Do we have any other contracts, or is it just this one? All right, let's take a we'll do this one here. We'll do this one here, and then that'll. 99.5% cut between 6 to 7 centimeters, currently 13 to 20, recommended blade width 110. I don't think our equipment is. Our vehicle is 98, so we're going to be a little bit short, but going to be fine. Equipment, yep. Employee, that's going to be me. It's going to be your boy, Franklin the Tanklin, you're cutting grass. The garden at Kingsbury House is an award-winning cottage-style garden. It requires a general cut, but care needs to be taken around the flower beds. Medium area flower beds, intricate. Ooh, so don't cut the flower beds, you know how it goes. Complexity, 1.5 stars. Total value, 340 pounds, $345, and 75 reputation points. Yes, let's get to it. We got 4 minutes to look around, find whatever we're looking for in the ground check. Let's see if we can peek anything. There is some poop there. Classic. Classic. There's poop over there. There's bird feeder. We don't have to worry about anything in the gazebo, so that's good, but we'll have to bring the blades up as we cross over the big stones so we don't damage them. All right, let's give her heck. That's right, I said heck. Oh, what do we got here? I don't even know what that is, but we got it. And there's the poop. We are looking for 3 objects. We only got 3 to find. All right, if you guys see it before me, let me know. Ah, there it is. We found a ball. Okay. Let's come down here. Start with the weed whacker again, going around the edges of everything. Okay. Gotta make sure not to hit anything. This is where it's gonna be a little bit difficult because there are gonna be narrow points where I'm not sure. Well, we should be able to get the mower between here and here. What about the other side? So yeah, we'll have to lift. So lift the blade up as we come across the rocks. So we'll do one side and then do the other. Oh, tons of space over here. I don't know what I was worried about. Tons of space. This is going to be the tricky part right here where we're trying to get into the narrower areas of the grass. But I think that'll be pretty easy to get done, honestly. Let's take a quick look here at the house. Pretty small house. Oh, otherwise we are a giant. We might be a giant. But otherwise this is pretty small. Yeah, that door is pretty good. What do we got here? We got an apple. Some seeds. Can't jump. Oh, barbecue. All right, let's do this thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I got real dizzy there for a second, so I'm not gonna make you guys deal with that if I can't handle it. So we're getting around the edges here. Gonna make sure that we actually cut it because we need 99.5 this go around, which is gonna be a little bit more than we had at the last one. So we're gonna need to be a little bit more careful just to leave like the bare minimum. This is where this is gonna get a little tricky because this is a very tight area right here, right? So probably don't need to go around this edge as much. It should be fine for me to go around this with the lawnmower. But I mean, since we're here, might as well. And then yeah, we're coming across to this where we're gonna have to be very careful not to cut the flowers because apparently this is an award-winning garden. And you know what? It's gonna be even better when we're done with it. Like, if it's an award winner, why would you let it get this bad? Like, really? Come on, guys. Be better. Be better. Probably going a little bit fast over some of these things, which could cause me to miss some things, because, I mean, look. See? Look at that. It's not even showing that it's cutting. Well, to the right height, anyway. Oh man, did we even get any of the stuff that we meant to over there? Or is this just kind of wasting time? It might just be wasting time. Let's get around this thing here. Again, making sure we don't get any grass clippings in the flower bed. We're gonna have to go around this carefully so that we don't hit any of the flowers. And 2, we don't lock out and damage the ground, because I don't want to deal with that again. I mean, to be fair, in the last place, it was only like $1, so it wasn't too bad, but still, I don't want to deal with that again. Not if I don't have to, right? Not if I do it on purpose. I'm not going to do it on purpose. It's an accident. It's always an accident. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Not perfect, but good enough. As I continue to go around. So we've run around all this stuff here. Okay, cool. It actually did count. Next. See, I'm torn when I actually cut grass, like outside of Tanklin Industries, of course. Is do I weed whack first? Because then I find myself weed whacking a lot more than I should when I know, like, oh, this could actually be taken care of by the mower itself, and I don't need to be weed whacking this. But yet here I am anyway. But yet here I am doing the exact same thing in this game. Because that's just who I am, and old habits die hard. Okay, perfect. Oh god. It's going to be a real pain. Nope. Yeah, we're going to have to be careful around this. So we don't drive through straight into the flowers, which I can definitely see me doing. And because this is going to be another one of those nice, wonderfully tight areas, we might just stick with this. Like, stick with the area, hit it, go back and forth a couple of times while we hit it. Right, and get that done, and then continue on with our journey for the rest of the grass. Right, 5 minutes. Oh, no! Damn it. Hit a flower. Just absolutely destroyed it. Just wrecked that poor flower. Cut it into a million pieces. Well, that means if one flower's down, that means they're all fair game, right? Let's try not to hit too many more flowers, Frank. Sure, we can bump them a little bit, but we don't want to actually cut them down, right? That'd be bad. We're not bad at our job. We're good at this job. We're going to create the lawn care empire. We're getting really close to those flowers. Keep bumping them. There's going to be no flowers left by the end of this run. I can tell you that much. Maybe, I think Franklin's, I'm a little jealous that they're an award-winning garden and I don't have one. You know? Like, how dare they? How dare they think they're better than me? But I think that's going to be it for the weed trimmer there. So we're going to go put the weed whacker back and hop on the big beast here. Hey, there's the doghouse. It will start on this side of the grass. Right here. Again, doing our best not to actively hit the flowers, because that would be bad. We're going to try not to destroy the ground this time. We'll see if we can be a little bit better than we were last time. I am concerned that about driving straight over that. I think I might be able to, and it might not have any real side effects if we just drive over the sidewalk. I think we should be able to, but I don't necessarily want to risk it right now, right at the beginning. Right, especially because I don't have a lot of money to repair busted up blades. Perfect. Well, perfect enough. Now that was beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about. That right there was absolutely gorgeous. Oh yeah, because we can cut it between 6 and 7, if I remember correctly, so... Thank God we had it already set at 7, otherwise that would have been a waste of a first trip. But we're good, we're good. I know I want to cut it down to 6. Just so I can keep things a little bit more consistent. And I know I've already cut the first wrap around 7, but yeah, no. They won't know. And maybe I'll take them down a peg or two, you know? Their award-winning garden. No, I can't be that way. Their yard is my business card. So they need to have a beautiful yard. This grass needs to be cut beautifully. Which, I mean, it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this beauty of a job right here. Okay, so we're going to have to be careful not to pin that too hard on the next pass. Otherwise, we're going to probably get dinged. Because, yeah, that's going to be a tight turn. That's going to be a tight turn right there. But looking good so far. Crushing it here. Going around a gazebo. Oh, yeah, hey, the gazebo. That's a beautiful thing to go around. Yeah, it's not as easy as the last one was, where it was just a nice little flat and a couple turns. But this is still a pretty beautiful run right here. On this back. And there we go. What an absolute professional. What a gentleman. Look at this distinguished gentleman. Coming in close around here. Coming around the corner. Can he take first place? And he's going, and he's going. No one can catch him. Alright, we're coming around here. So we don't have to worry about going down there anymore, which is nice. But we still have to worry about this little point here. Let's see if we can dim this a little bit. This should be nicer now so we can go around. And then this should be the path where we don't actually need to... Oh. There we go. Let's make sure we get that. Oh, don't, nope. Nope. Bad Frank. Bad Franklin. Making sure we're not going too hard into the turn there. It's fine. It's fine. We didn't cause any lasting permanent damage. We're fine. But we are doing really good here on this this side here. We're almost done this half, which is great. I mean, sure, the other half's a little bit bigger, but hey. I think we're making good time here. Yeah, 33% of the way is what we need to be, but we are a little bit behind. Probably because I did spend maybe a touch too much time weed whacking, but we can make up for that. We'll make up. We'll make up for that easy. I mean, yeah, the other side sure is bigger, but it'll be nice and easy because we're just going to be gunning it the whole time. And I think there's less, well, there'll be 2 flower beds on the other side, so we'll have to worry about that. But I think we'll be okay. Actually, you know what? I know we're going to be okay, so we'll cut across this, which will be the last turn that we need to make all the way around here. Perfect. We just got this little triangle on this side, and then we're on to the next. And I think we're making great time. We're making great time here. At least I'm thinking we're doing good here. I can very well be wrong. But, nah. Given my professional qualifications as a lawnmower. Yes, I am the lawnmower, not the operator. I am the actual machine. I cut the grass. Engage the blades, so we're going to bring that up. While we cross the rocks here. Just because, I mean, my luck. Perfect. Let's go. Alright, we're almost at the halfway mark here for time. Perfect. Good. Good. That was clean. That was clean. That was good. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. It was different. It was nice. It's unusual, but we made it through. Right, on the bright side, we don't have to worry about running into the flowers now because we are farther away, but we are still in this little tricky corner, which I am not a big fan of, but I am excited to be done with it here pretty soon. Because I think next pass, we should be done with it. So that'll be exciting. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's beautiful right there on the other side. Not a single blade. Well, there's a single blade left, but we're not going to talk about that single blade because we're better than that, you know? And as we are running around from the outside, we don't have to worry about those flowers, so we're golden there. So we've already lost, I think, $1 at least for the one flower that we did run over with the weed whacker, so I'm not super thrilled about that, but then that'll give us $3.44 for the base for the job. So we're making our way up. Oh, and we're cruising. Woo. Blades, getting very little worn. You can finally see the little bit of a wear and tear on the blades, but it's gonna be maybe another $1 at the end of the day. Oh man, I'm excited to get this completely cut off. You know what, I probably can. We just want to go back and forth a little bit. Not the prettiest, but you know. I think it's better. There we go. Good enough. We only need it to be 99.5% perfect. Doesn't need to be 100% perfect. Alright, what we will do, yeah, we'll go one more round here, and then we'll start swinging around the trees, because we only got 12 minutes left here to get 40% of the yard. Woo! Okay, we're making good time, I think. I still think we're good, doing good. Maybe spend less time weed whacking next time. Let's see, can we cut a little bit faster if we bring it up to 7 centimeters? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really change anything really. If I think about it, it doesn't really change anything if we're cutting the grass a little bit higher. Because I don't think a centimeter really makes that much of a difference. Alright, so yeah, we'll just quickly cut out this bit here. Gonna keep going around in circles, get this half done. Focus on the rest. Missed that. Clear as day there, Franklin. Come on. Come on, bud. Doing our best not to hit the flower bed. Going so far away from the flower bed that we decide not to cut the grass. Makes sense. Okay, now we can swing out a little bit more here because we've got to hit this. But then we have to take this turn a little bit tighter to get inside. There it is. Look at that. Look at us knowing how to turn and stuff. Okay, 25% in 9 minutes. We got a lot to do still. Contrary to popular belief, we do not have all day. Let's go. Come on. But it is nice to, you know, get to actually ride the riding lawnmower. We'll come back to that section there. I just want to keep going around in the circle. We will hit this while we are here because it's such a small patch. All right, yeah, we're crushing this here. Told you we could do it. Yeah, that's gonna be a big patch at the end that's gonna be the big patch at the end that we're gonna be really worrying about. But until then, we are golden. The hardest part right now is to be able to see what I've actually cut and what I haven't. Perfect, 90% done. Crushing this. Best lawnmower company in the world. 92, and we got 5 minutes left. We do have to hit that big spot over there. I can see that one coming to bite us in the butt if we don't hit that. No, I think there was a couple strands back here that we did miss. See, this guy right here. Definitely. We're majoring in the minors here, people. We're not hitting the big pieces of grass. We're just we're spending all of our time on the little pieces. 'Cause that's what needs our attention. That's what needs the attention the most. Just the little pieces. Not this big spot over here. Not the one in front of the tree. Those aren't important. It's just little ones. Little spots. But we are coming up to the end. I can see the finish line now. 98.9. We're almost there, team. We're almost there. 99.3. We need 0.2% more. That's gonna be that little spot right there. Boom. Let's go. 26.38. We were cutting it close there. We were cutting it close. Like, definitely there was a good chunk of time there where I was afraid we weren't gonna make it, but you know what, we did. Why? Because we're the best. When you need your grass cut, call Tanklin Industries. There we go. Absolute beauty. We've cut the grass. Look at this thing. Look at that fresh cut grass. We did that. We did that. All right, and that is the end of that day. Look at that beauty. Look at that beautiful cut grass. Chef's kiss. Truly professionals. Absolute trailblazers, nonetheless. We're going to ignore the fact that we cut down a flower. They don't need to know that, right? Penalties and fines, a whole $1. So, ground check timing bonus, an extra $6. $20 for ground for clearing everything. Cutting time bonus, $6.04. Kind of a little close there. but we did get an extra 356 bucks. Of the initial value was 325. Okay, I thought it was 345. My bad, but look at that. Plus 91 RP points. Let's go, and we ranked up. I wonder what that's going to get us. Oh, we get to unlock an amateur challenge. Woohoo! Welcome to your company HQ. Here you can edit your avatar or company ID, as well as take out advertisements to gain more reputation points towards ranking up. Your company's current rank and progress bar are top right, so this guy up here, newcomer, rank 2. Your current company's rank progress bar up there? Yes. Currently, your HQ has only one vehicle bay, but once you earn more money, you can upgrade it to have a second vehicle bay or purchase a bigger HQ with multiple extra vehicle bays. Not bad, not bad. Once you have a second vehicle, you can start to hire another employee to complete extra contracts and earn even more money and reputation points. So we have insufficient funds because we have $700. So we need to get to $1,500 to upgrade so we can have 2 bays so we can get another vehicle. So we need $1,500 plus more money to buy another mower and weed whacker. Then we can hire somebody else and then they can go about doing that. Not bad. So insufficient funds, purchase HQ. We can't do that. Advertisements. Can we run any advertisements? Social media ad. We gain 210 per day. Local flyers. We gain extra. Ooh. You know, we'll come back to that on the next one. So we have 430, 410, 40 bucks. Let's quickly see if we can repair any. Do we need to repair anything here? 3 cents, blades, 35 cents, and petrol. Let's fill that up for $2. Let's see, we got to recharge this battery here for 4 cents. Absolutely, we need it. We need it. All right, legends, that's a wrap for day 1 on the grass grind. 2 jobs down, the tutorial crushed, and I'm now the proud owner of a mower and a weed whacker, and just 2 unfortunate flower incidences. Couple of patches of ground got roughed up, but hey, greatness takes root in chaos. I'm having a blast, and this is just the beginning. We're gonna build the ultimate lawn care empire, 1 blade of grass at a time. So if you're vibing with the journey, just drop a like, hit subscribe, and let me know what kind of chaos you want to see next. Until then, mow hard, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next cut. This is your boy Franklin the Tanklin, rolling out.